those first 2 Test matches there, as much as I enjoyed being out there and batting and scoring those runs, it was the training that I was actually enjoying a lot as well, because I was batting a lot of time. Poor Sriram, our spin coach, was wanging to me every single day, and I got to thank him for that, because a lot of time and effort goes into it, and it's not by fluke that I'm coming out here and doing what I'm doing, but as a team, what we're doing is phenomenal, and I think we're just riding this sort of wave of good form and clinical performances with bat and ball. Our fielding needs a little bit of work, but look, I think tonight was a great effort.
It didn't seem like Australia was playing its first ODI in 6 months. So what has gone through that? Was it you have come from Test series or with some of the players from T20? So specific preparations for ODI, how is it?
Yeah, for us it was about coming over here and trying to make our mark from where we left off in the World Cup. We didn't play well in that World Cup semi-final. We all walked away, thinking and what could have been. How could we have dressed that better? How could we have started better? And we quickly forgot about that afterwards. And yeah, it's our first ODI this summer, and it's away. But for us, it's about trying to put clinical performances on every time we go out there. And I think we've got a great unit, got a great bunch of guys together, and we feed off each other very well. We've got a great bowling unit. We've got pace, we've got spin, and our batting, we've got great depth, we've got power, and we've got sort of guys who work it around in the middle as well, who can accelerate and go when they need to as well. So I think at the moment we've got a great stability, and it's good to see.
David, was shot making slightly easier in the cycling innings? So what did you make of the pitch and your bowling performance?
Was what picking?
Shot making easier?
Oh, shot making, sorry. No, well, I always think when you come to Wangkatty and we had our first training session on the lights, it always swings and there's a little bit of seam movement. And fortunately tonight, I think they overpitched quite a bit to Finchy, and he was able to get on the front stool and put them away. And they're the days that, as a batsman, they're not going to the fielders and they're going in the gaps. And one or two of those that go to fielders can put you a bit back on confidence. Anything can happen in that 3 years. You got form, wives, family. Take one step at a time. We'll look to the next game in Rajkot. We actually spoke about this in the team meeting about not thinking too far ahead, but we've got a great bunch of guys here that potentially, with our senior players, can make that World Cup. So, in looking forward, I'd love to be there, but there's a long road ahead. We've got to obviously win games, perform as much as we can, keep our own form. But yeah, look, if I'm here, I'm very fortunate that I've got a good wife.
David, you played so much in India. How does it feel to have this kind of a win wherein it's been really completely steamrolled your opponent?
Yeah, look, I haven't played many one-day games here in India, and I've missed a few tours, and even the tour a long time ago, I didn't get selected. I was dropped in that period, and I love coming here. I love playing cricket. I love the fans. I love what India brings. You always feel like you're always welcomed here with open arms, and we've got so many resources here. You've got great net bowling, great staff, the venue staff. It's absolutely fantastic, and the facilities are second to none. It's very rare you get to go out in the middle and practice. We're ever so grateful for that, and I think every single nation that comes here will say the same thing. We've got a great game of the IPL, great tournaments there. It allows us to go out and compete on Indian wickets, and you've got a lot of, as I said, a lot of net bowlers and resources to get better in these conditions. I think every player is adapting to that, and the wickets are always great. And I'm just glad I'm a batsman and not a bowler.
You and Aaron are
Welcome.
You and Aaron are two of the biggest partnerships against India. What is it about batting with Aaron that makes it so successful for you? And was there something you two were talking about out there? Was it maintaining the force that you were playing with, or was it being there at the end? What exactly were you and Aaron talking about?
Yeah, look, we complement each other on the field, but we're great mates off the field, and I think we know each other's games so well and personalities that, you know, we can have honest conversations when we're out there. If we're playing shots that we wouldn't, we'd reassure each other about that. You know, it's purely we complement each other. You know, it's just great to go out there and play the way that we do. You know, when he's going, I know what my role is. When I'm going, he knows what his role is, and we communicate that straight away. And I think that's the best thing about our partnership that works very well. You've just got to watch real hard. He's got great change-ups as well. So I think for if I'm to give any advice, and I take this as well, he's got to be nice and still. You know, his bounces surprise you, his Yorkers surprise you, and then when he bowls that change-up, it's very, very difficult. And it's like when Lasith Malinga at his prime, you know, he bowled 140 kilometres and swung them in, but you knew you were going to get a Yorker or you knew you were going to get a bouncer, but it was how were you going to play that? And that's why they're so unique. And obviously with Kuldeep, you know, he's got great change-ups as well. I find that he's bowling a fraction slower these days. Quite different to, say, a Rashid Khan, obviously who bowls at 100 kilometres an hour, but under lights, I think left-arm Chinamans are very difficult to pick.